Good morning. This morning I am actually going to make myself some steel cut oats for breakfast. I decided that I didn't want a cold breakfast, I wanted a warm breakfast today. So I'm going to do pot in pot method because what I like to do is add extra protein to my oats. So I've put 2 cups of water in, just over 2 cups of water into the glass bowl that I'm going to insert into my pot. And now I'm going to add 2 cups of egg whites. And it looks milky because I accidentally put some cream into my cup measure. I grabbed the wrong carton instead of the egg white carton. So I'm just going to pour the second cup and throw the egg whites in. And this is because I typically try to eat a high protein diet. So even when I have carbs, I add protein as well. So I've got the egg whites in the water. I'm going to add in my oats. Get those all stirred in. And I'm going to move it over and put it into the pot. And again, the reason I do pot in pot is because with the egg whites, my concern is that it might stick to the bottom of the pot before it comes up to pressure. So I'm just going to do it a little awkward here. I've popped it in. I've got it sitting on the trivet, and I've got maybe a cup of water in the bottom. So we're all set there. I'm going to pop the lid on. Sorry, I actually just had to dig out my spare ring and put it into the lid because if you remember, I made the rotisserie chicken last night and I hadn't washed the lid yet. So I just gave the lid itself a rinse, but the ring was smelling a little bit chickeny. So I have a spare ring for what I call my sweeter dishes, the ones that have a more delicate flavor. So I've changed the seal and I've popped my lid on. I've set the valve to sealing. And I'm going to set it to manual, and I'm going to set it for 10 minutes. So I'll let it go down, and I'm going to let it do its thing. It's going to natural pressure release. I'm actually going to go downstairs and work out. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to go downstairs and work out, and my breakfast will be ready when I get back. So I finished my workout, and now I want to check on my oatmeal. I can see that the pressure valve is down, so all I need to do is open the lid. There's a little bit of a vacuum from the heat, and there we have it. It's a nice custardy oatmeal. Sorry, I got all fogged up from the steam. I'm just going to stop the camera, and I'm going to take it out, and I'll give it a stir. So you can see it's a bit of a lumpy mess right now. It's because as it cooks, there's nothing stirring it, and so all the oatmeal sits at the bottom. But if you give it a good stir after it comes out, it will be a much better texture. It's not quite as lumpy and gross as it might look right now. And there you have it. It's all stirred up and ready to eat. Now, it's a little bit firmer texture than some people may like. To adjust that, assuming you want to use the eggs for protein, just change the ratio of water to eggs. It doesn't have to be half and half like I did. That sort of leaves less water to soak in and soften up the oats. Or you can cook it a little bit longer. I only set mine for 10 minutes, but it had a 23-minute natural pressure release, 24 minutes before I got back to it. So that's entirely up to you, and really it's just trial and error and going with what your palate prefers. I like it like this. It's very, very custardy and creamy. You'd be really surprised at what the eggs do. You would think that you would get scrambled eggs inside your oatmeal, but you don't. You actually get a very custardy, creamy oatmeal. With that, I'm going to get my day started and have a great day.